Hi guys, my name is Christine and I'm a dating, relationship and personal development coach. And today I'm talking about women notice men who do this. So there are certain behaviors that you can adopt that will make women notice you more. So we're going to dive into some of the things that women notice about men, especially men that they find really attractive. So it can better your chances with the women that you may meet and the women that may already be in your life that you're hoping to get the attention of. So the first thing that I want to talk about is decisiveness. So one of the things that will make you really stand out to all the other men that a woman may be talking to is if you're decisive. Okay. Now what I mean by this is that when you are arranging a date with a woman, you are the one that is coming up with where to go, what time, which day to go. When you are maybe already out on a date with a woman, you're deciding what you're going to do next and things essentially like that, so that you can have this energy of I'm a leader, I'm decisive, and because why this will make a huge difference is because with some women, they've come into contact with guys, in fact actually a lot of women, that have displayed really weak behaviors and are not decisive and are getting the woman to make the decisions. So for example, let's take the example of like a couple that have been together for a long time, and they're deciding what to do. And he's like, oh, what do you want to do? And she's like, oh, I'm not sure. What do you want to do? And he's like, oh, I don't know. What do you want to do? And they sort of go back and forth like that. Like what kind? They're ordering takeout, takeaway, and they're saying, oh, what do you want to get? I don't know. What do you want tonight? I don't know. What do you? It's like this indecisive energy. So if you want to stand out, be decisive. Make a choice. If she, for whatever reason, doesn't like the choice you've made, she will offer an alternative, or she'll tell you that she doesn't want to do that. So, for example, let's say you ask a woman out on a date, and you pick a restaurant, and she says, oh, I don't want to go to that restaurant. I know someone that works there. Perhaps someone she went to school with, someone who bullied her, or perhaps it's an ex or something like that who she doesn't want to bump into. So that may happen. But most of the time, if you make a choice, if you make a decision, she'll be very happy to just go along with it most of the time, unless she really, really, really doesn't want to do it. So be the leader and be decisive, and this will make you stand out for so many guys that she may be dating, because so many guys do this. They're so worried about picking the wrong place or just making a decision and making the wrong decision that they're going to lose her. They think that, oh, if I offer this, maybe she's not going to like it. And it's all coming from this place of insecurity of, I'm really worried about what she's going to say. I'm really worried about what she thinks. I'm really worried about making the wrong choice. I want her to pick, so therefore I don't have to make the decision because I don't want to look bad, right? But when it comes to just really, if you're worried about those kind of simple things, then obviously you've got a very deep insecurity around women. So, but if you can just switch this up, if you can just offer a suggestion of where to go, what to do, this will make the world of difference with women, because a lot of guys, like I said, don't do this. They try and get the woman to decide. They're essentially trying to put the woman in the leadership role, which is fine if a woman wants to be in the leadership role, but 9 times out of 10, most women don't. Most women just want you to decide everything, so she can just sort of let go and not have to worry about making the decisions, because more often than not, women are having to make a lot of decisions in their life in other areas that they don't really want to be doing, right? Especially if they're working and they've got other things that they need to be doing, and they've got friends that they need to arrange things with, and they're all the one that's always having to arrange things with their friends. So when they meet a guy who's like, yeah, we should go here, she's like, oh, thank God, I don't have to have that decision on my lap, and she'll really like you for it. And like I said, a lot of women don't come into contact with guys that do that kind of thing. So another thing that will make you stand out is if you're more confident. Now, I know this is a really basic one. So, yeah, well, you say it over and over again. Well, the thing is with me, if you hear me say something over and over again, it's because it's important. And I'm a coach, so therefore I teach the fundamentals. It's like, for example, just quickly, I know this is a bit of a tangent, but for example, if you've got a boxing coach, yeah, who helps boxers, right? That coach, if it's a good coach, will always be getting their the person they're training to do the really basic things like hooks, jabs, uppercuts, you know, really basic movements, your basic combos over and 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 over again. Why? Until it sticks, until it becomes natural, until it becomes just a part of who you are. So that's why I say things over and over again. That's why some of my videos are very, very similar, because my aim is for you to watch many of these videos and then for it to be stuck in your head on loop, basically. So when you go out into the world, you just instinctively know what to do. That's what a good coach does. And I'm trying to be the best coach I possibly can be. So anyway, going back to it, confidence. Confidence is really important with women. If you want to appear more confident, first you can start with your body language. Because when you sit confidently, or when you stand confidently, right, this signals your brain to tell you that you're feeling confident right now. So you can naturally become and feel more confident just simply by changing your physiology, okay? So the way that you do this is if you're standing, stand up tall, chest out, like a gorilla, right? Like you're the alpha male in a pack of gorillas. And your shoulders back, okay? And stand up straight. Right, don't be protecting your center. Don't be crossing your arms, because basically all the vital organs are at the center of the body. So if you're crossing your arms, it shows that you're insecure and you're shielding yourself. So keep your arms by your side as much as you possibly can. When you're sitting, man spread. All right, I hear some things about people saying that men shouldn't man spread and stuff like that. Oh, go away. Leave the poor men alone. You can man spread, okay? Sit back, you know, put your arms out like this, you know, and just really just sit there confidently. And take up as much space as you can, and you'll feel confident, and you'll also feel more relaxed as well. So that's one quick tip that you can do. And it's basic, just physiology, right? And if you like I said, if you do the physiology, it'll send signals to your brain. Even if you're not feeling confident, when you start doing this physiology, you'll start to feel more confident, okay? Because you're sending your brain a different signal, okay? So even if you start out the day not feeling confident, if you sit confidently, you will begin to feel confident, okay? So work on your confidence. And I know that's a pretty basic thing, but another way that you can do it is for your own self. One of the best things that you can do is self-discipline. So basically what this means is, this will help you mentally become more confident, is just do what you say you're going to do. Don't procrastinate on things. If you know you should be going to the gym, if you know you shouldn't be eating junk food, if you know you should be getting a good night's sleep, try and do these things. If you know you should be tackling your goals and dreams, then be doing that, okay? Even if it's just a little bit every day, even if it's just 15 minutes, if it's just 15 minutes of exercise, if it's just 15 minutes of working on your side business, if it's just 15 minutes of prepping a really nice, healthy meal for yourself. If you know what you should be doing, do it. Practice self-discipline. That's how you can mentally become more confident. Because when you feel like your words are in alignment with your actions, and you're actually following through with what you know you should be doing, you feel so much more better about yourself, right? One of the ways that you can make yourself feel horrible about yourself is to do nothing, procrastinate, and do the exact opposite of what you know you should be doing. That's the best way to feel rubbish about yourself and not very confident, okay? So work on those things, okay? Easier said than done, I know, okay? So another thing that will help you stand out with women, and what will make women notice you more, is if you're polarizing. Now, you don't need to be purposefully polarizing. All you need to do is just not be worried about what she thinks. Like, if you two have a contrasting opinion about something, be authentic, be real. Say what it is, right? If you're talking about something and she likes one politician and you like the other, say it. Just say that, you know, I don't really like that politician. I like this politician because they do this, you know, and that and that. But, you know, I appreciate, you know, that you have a different opinion. That's all you need to do, right? So don't be afraid of women getting angry at you or butthurt or resentful towards you because you have a polarizing opinion about something. Or it could be just you have just a different way of doing things. It doesn't necessarily have to be an opinion, okay? So if you have these differences, don't be afraid to show them. Don't be afraid to annoy her. Don't be afraid to get into a little bit of a debate about it either. Show her that you don't care what she thinks. Okay, you only care about not what you think, but you only care about being authentic and real. You're not going to change who you are for her. If she doesn't like that, she can go away. Okay, even if she's really beautiful, even if she's the best woman you've ever met in your life, don't be afraid to let her go if you butt heads over certain things and she doesn't like it. And more likely than not, she's more likely to stay with a guy who has polarizing opinions, that isn't afraid to say those opinions, than with a guy that walks around eggshells trying to please her all the time. That will annoy the crap out of her to be around a guy that doesn't have any opinion, doesn't have any sort of contrasting views or contrasting ways of doing things, right? Because and maybe even if he does, he's too afraid to admit it because he's so afraid of annoying her. So don't be that guy. Don't be afraid to be who you are. Be authentically yourself. Women will like you more for it, even if it does piss them off. Okay. So another thing, the last thing I want to talk about is being mysterious. So the way that you can be mysterious is, so let's say this is someone that you know at work or at school. Don't always be around. Don't always be hovering around her. Like if there's a girl that you really like in your workplace or where you go to school, don't be hovering around her trying to get her attention. Let her come to you. Okay. Another way you can be mysterious as well is to not always be using your phone to chit chat with women, right? Just use it, as Corey Wayne says, as a way to just set up dates. Right? You don't need to be chit chatting to women 24/7 and be in their DMs 24/7. It's just not necessary. If a woman really likes you, those kinds of things don't matter. If she really is attracted to you and really wants to get to know you, it doesn't matter if you're not in her DMs 24/7. As long as you are using Messenger and calling her up to set up dates and you're still showing your intent that way, that should be enough, okay? If she really likes you. If she doesn't like you, then there's nothing you can do. No amount of you texting her will make her like you. No amount of you being mysterious will make her like you. But if she is interested in you, it won't matter if you're a little bit more aloof and a little bit more mysterious, because what will actually happen is it will build her anticipation. It will make her more curious about you. It will make her wonder about you even more. So those are my tips on how you can adopt some things that women will notice in men. Thank you so much for watching, and if you would like coaching with me, you can go to www.christineloveridge.com, and I shall talk to you again very soon. Goodbye.